Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a lot of first impressions for you. I just hauled a bunch of products which you will have seen already. I'm going to put that video up before I put this one up, but I did get like a ton of new products, so I decided to try them out for you today, kind of like all at once. This isn't a full face of first impressions, but almost. There was only a few things that I didn't have. So if you guys want to see how I got this look here with all these new products, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So first things first, I'm going to start off with my Too Faced sample of the HangoverX primer. I've never used this before. I'm just going to take a little bit, put it on. I don't have a new eye primer, so I'm just going to use a trusty favorite, which is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I think in true Megan fashion, I am going to mix the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation and the Urban Decay All Nighter. Because I hear, and obviously I haven't tried these yet, but I hear that this is quite full coverage and quite thick. So I do want to thin it out a little bit and take the coverage down just a little bit. I'm going to do about a half a pump of this and a few drops of the Becca. And then I am going to blend that out with my beauty blender. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this so far. It didn't cover everything, obviously, but it doesn't look like a mask. And when I see people do reviews of this foundation, the All Nighter, it just looks like a blank mask. And so I'm not super into that look, especially not like every day. I'm not going to do anything today. This is going to be me kind of just like, I'm filming 3 videos and doing all these things that aren't really super strenuous or don't really involve me needing to be like totally flawless. So I really like that mixing the Becca with it seems to thin it out enough that you can still see like your skin underneath, but it does give pretty good coverage. I knew I was going to have to put concealer over my spots, so it's not really that big of a deal. So, you know, I'm notorious for mixing foundations, as we all know, so I like this. I think this is great, and I don't think you should shy away from mixing if you feel like you don't like a foundation on its own. So I know this isn't like a true first impression since I totally mixed them, but it's not a review either. I did get the Catrice Liquid Camouflage concealer. I think I'm going to use the light beige over my face and the porcelain underneath my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. I don't notice it to be the super best for covering under eye circles, but I think it did a pretty decent job of my spots. It blended out really nicely. It does have a scent, which I find really weird because it's almost a fruity scent. I don't know, it's really weird. It's like as you're putting on it almost smells like fruity perfume, which is weird, but we'll see. I don't have a new powder, so I'm just going to use my RCMA No Color powder and set that. I also did not have a new powder, so I'm just going to set with my Becca Mineral powder. I also did not get a new bronzer or contour, so I'm going to do that. I am going to bronze with the L'Oreal True Match powder in C6. And then I'm going to contour with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. No new blush, so I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Rosé Champagne. For my highlight, I'm going to go in with the Carli Bybel and BH Causemetics palette, and I think I'm going to mix these two colors together. For my brows, before I go in with my eyeshadow, I am going to first use the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is in number 3. And I'm just going to let that dry in there while I do my eyes. And I am going to do my eyes today with the Lorac Pro 3 palette. First, I'm going to take a mix of Blanc and Canvas and run that over the entire lid. And then I'm going to go into Terracotta and run that through the crease. And then I'm going to take Clay and do the same thing, but a little bit lower. And then since I already pretty much took that color all over the lid, I'm going to take my MAC 242 and press this over the lid, the same color clay. And then with that same brush, I'm going to take Almond Pearl and press that right into the center of the lid. I'm concentrating it right on the lash line, but I will blend it up and out as well. Then I'm going to take my Smith 235 brush and some dark brown and just kind of deepen up the outer crease a little bit. And then for eyeliner, I am going to take the Essence Waterproof Liner, which is new, and see how that works, and do a little wing. I am going to tightline with my Marc Jacobs Highliner, which is not new. Off camera, I'm going to apply my mascara and my lashes, which are the Koko Lashes 101, and I'll be right back. While that dries, I am going to fill in my brows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow, which is also new, and this is also in shade 3. So you can see what one brow difference makes. And just to blend everything through one more time and make sure that everything stays in place, I'm going to take my Gimme Brow again, especially through the front here. I am super tempted to like leave my lower lash line bare, but I'm not going to. I am going to take Terracotta first. And then with a flat definer brush, I'm going to take Amethyst. And it just gives a really subtle pop of color. You almost can't even tell. Then to finish off my eyes, I'm going to take Almond Pearl and Light Gold. So you can tell I'm kind of in a mixing mood today. And pop that on the inner corner. Okay, lastly, I'm going to take the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in Stepping Out and go ahead and apply that. Okay, so that is the look complete. I really did love the eyeshadows so far. They apply just like any other Lorac ones do. And I do like lipstick. It was a little bit hard to work with because the formula is pretty liquidy, and I found myself like, oh crap, you know, at a couple points, but it feels really nice. It's not too sticky or anything. And yeah, I noticed that the foundation did oxidize just a little bit, but not too badly, and I'm wondering if maybe that's from mixing it. But so far so good. For the benefit stuff, you know, I can't say that I can justify the price point on these. I think that they are, you know, good products for what they are, but you can definitely get the same quality at the drugstore. So far the eyeliner's holding up well, and it was easy to apply, so I'm pretty happy with that. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. Right now it is 1:15, so I will check back in later throughout the day. I am going to film 2 more videos right now, so I will be under my studio lighting for this part of the day, and then at the end of the night I will come back and check in to let you guys know how everything held up. So far, you know, so good. I am pretty happy with these. It is a more brownie neutral look that I was thinking I was going to do today, but that's okay. Hopefully you guys like it, and I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so I am back. It is 9:08, if you can see that, p.m. And, you know, I did lose some coverage. It did break up a little bit around my nose. I do feel like my dark circles have come through pretty well. And then I lost the tail of this winged eyeliner on this side. My eyes were really watery, and then I was watching the Olympics and crying because that's who I am as a person. So I do have watery eyes. I do have oily lids, but it didn't slide around my face. I'm not, you know, seeing it really everywhere all over, which is a definite pro, because a lot of waterproof eyeliners I end up just like having in pools around the sides of my eyes, so that's awesome. My shadows are still going strong, which I expected from Lorac. I think they do a great job. I do not really see my cheek highlight too much anymore. I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe you can see it. I can't see it in the mirror, but I think it shows up on camera a little bit better. I definitely still see the nose highlight and my Cupid's bow. I do, you know, I did like that highlight. I did like the formula. I didn't find that it emphasized any pores or anything like that, so I did like that. I will continue using it. And then the lipstick is a little bit faded, but it's not crazy. And I did have pizza, so I did have greasy food, and you know, it had every opportunity to just fade away to nothing, and it didn't. It stayed comfortable on the lips as well. I didn't feel like my lips were super dry or gross. It wasn't too tacky. It did come off on my cup and stuff, but when I was eating, it didn't transfer onto my chin as I was eating, so that's a huge plus. Other than that, like, you know, my brows look pretty much exactly the same. You know, everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about on my nose. Hopefully you can see that. That it just kind of like, it's like, it kind of like pooled in all my pores, which I find with a lot of long wearing foundations that happens. But other than that, I mean, everything still looks pretty good. I think if I was wearing the red color, you'd be able to definitely see, you know, much more, but since it's sort of the same tone as my lips, it's not as obvious that I am getting that like ring around the inside of your mouth where it's all gone. But I didn't get the ring around the inside of your mouth. Let me zoom it back up. I didn't get that same ring around the inside of your mouth that you get with some where it's like that white ring. I never got that. And again, it's super comfortable. So I think overall, I'm super impressed by all the products I use. There isn't one single thing that I'm like, oh my god, I'll never use this again. It's so gross. So far, so good. I will definitely keep using all these things and let you know. Again, let me know if you want me to do like a 2-week later update or whatever, because I will definitely do that for you. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're at. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!